everyone, I have a HIIT circuit class for you today. If you're new to this class structure, it's a HIIT workout that's broken up into mini HIIT circuits. So I'm going to give you 3 exercises at a time, and you go through them using an interval structure of 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. You do that for all 3, and then you get a longer recovery before repeating. We complete 3 to 4 sets of the circuit before getting a long recovery period and then moving on to the next 3 exercises. During the recovery periods, I'll give you a preview of the upcoming exercises. For equipment, we are going to use heavy-ish weights. You're going to need a set of them. I'm going to do a set of 15s, and then I'm also going to have a single 20-pound weight. Some of the exercises we use both weights, some we just use one, and I personally want a heavier option for some of the single weight exercises. You don't need to have one though, okay? You can absolutely get through this all with just one set of heavy-ish weights. Now, to modify, you can go lighter with the weights, and anytime there's jumping involved, you can modify by taking a low impact modification, which I will have playing on the screen. We start class with a guided warm-up, we finish with a guided cool down. Let's get right into our warm-up. We won't need the weights until the end for this. So to start, let's just do a fluid side bend. So comfortable stance, one arm sweeps up and then over the other side, growing tall as you come through center. And then opening up through the side body. We're going to come into some articulation of the spine in 3, 2, 1. From here, I want you to nod the chin vertebrae by vertebrae. I want you to come into a forward fold. And then as you inhale, I just want you to stack the spine up tall. Arms can sweep up overhead. Arms lower. Exhale, nod the chin. Unlock through the knees, forward fold. Deep bend to the knees when you forward fold. Inhale, roll it back up. And vertebrae by vertebrae, we take it low. To the top, this time you roll to the bottom and you stay down low, and I just want you to bend into one knee at a time. And as you do, you're going to kind of dip the same shoulder towards whatever knee is bending. Now we are going to elongate the spine into a neutral position in 3, 2, 1. Stay in this forward fold. I want you to kind of slide your hands up your shins, elongating through the spine. Give me a little bend to the knees. So now we're in this hip hinge position, and let's trace arm circles from here. So your arms are going to come up and circle down and back without flaring open through the rib cage. Maintain length through the back of the neck. Switch direction of your arm circles. Last circle. And then from here, I want you to bring your feet a little closer together, maybe even touching. I want you to take your right hand to the outside of the left leg, reach your left arm forward. On an inhale, we're going to open twist. Exhale, we're going to close, kind of using our outer thigh and our hand against it as leverage. Twist is coming from the mid-spine. Last time this side. Come through center and then switch. Left hand to the outside of right thigh. Right arm reaches forward. Inhale, open twist. Exhale to close it. Last time. And then from here, I want you to separate your feet a little wider than hips distance apart. And from a hinge position, we're going to drop to a squat. We're going to come to stand. We're going to hinge, squat, and stand. So the hips slide back, then the knees bend as the chest lifts. Then you press your feet into the floor and come up. Next time you're in your squat, you're going to pause for me. Come to that squat, pause. Now from here, we're going to pivot on the heels, and we're going to internally rotate. We're going to come through center, and then we're going to externally rotate. So you might need to separate the feet a little wider. Center, internal rotation, forward, external. So we're mobilizing through the hip joint here. We're going to come into inchworm to world's greatest stretch. We're going to forward fold. Give me one more. Bring the feet forward, lift the hips, lower the hands to the mat. From here, you're going to walk your hands out to a plank position. Left foot steps outside left hand. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling. We reverse it back to plank. We take it to the right. And then when you're in your plank, you're going to pike the hips up. You're going to walk your hands into your feet. And then you're going to walk your hands back out to your plank and repeat. Inchworm it in. Last time we inchworm it out. World's greatest last time. There's a sandal under the couch. It's like sticking out. I don't know if you can see it. I need to move that. Walk your hands in, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to roll it up to stand. We're going to come into some light cardio, okay? Gradually bring the heart rate up. We're going to start with some butt kickers. So you're just kind of jogging in place, heel into seat. Now to modify, you can march, march. So we're going to do 3 moves and we're going to go through them twice. The third move, we're going to grab a weight, okay? We're going to take it to jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. To keep this one low impact, you would step jack. So we're going to grab the weight. We're going to do a hip hinge to a squat. We've already done that body weight. We're just going to add weight to it. In 3, 2, 1. Grab a weight. You're going to hold it at your chest. Open through the chest, so engage through your mid-back. We hinge. We drop to a squat. And we stand. When we do a class using heavy weights, I like to incorporate a little bit of weight into the end of the warm-up so that we are gradually preparing our body for the load. One more, and then we're going to start from the top with those butt kickers. Come to stand, weight goes down. Run it out, butt kickers. Take it to jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. You're going to grab your weight in 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the weight, hip hinge to squat. So feet can be about shoulders distance apart, a little wider than hips. Coming up next, I'm going to show you a preview of our first 3 exercises. 2 more. And here's your preview. First exercise is going to be high knees with an overhead hold. So we'll have the weight overhead driving the knees up, big challenge for the core. If you are uncomfortable doing this with the weight overhead, you can do it with the weight at your chest. And if you're uncomfortable with running the high knees, then you can march instead. Second exercise, from a low squat position, it's going to be a hip twist. You kind of are light on the balls of your feet when you do that hip twist, and then you land back in the low squat, hip twist to the other direction. You can do it without the weight if you're more comfortable doing body weight only, or to keep it low impact, it would be squat, torso twist, squat, torso twist. Third exercise, my favorite, skier swings. We're going to have 1 weight in each hand. It's like a kettlebell swing. It is a hip hinge action, so the hips slide back, fire through the glutes to bring the hips forward. To modify that one, or if you're uncomfortable doing it, I want you to just do the hip hinge. Get that hip hinge action nailed down, holding a weight at your chest. All right, 30 on, 15 off, 3 sets. Let's do it. So I'm going to use my 15s for this. We're going to start with 1 weight. You hold it at the ends. Weight is going to go overhead, and we're going to do those high knees. If you're uncomfortable holding it overhead, hold it right here, okay? And if you don't want to run it out, you can march. You're going to brace through the core. We don't want pressure in the lower back. And then we run it out. Don't worry so much about speed. You just want a steady pace. Any low back discomfort, lower the weight, hold it in front of your chest. Rest. Whew. All right, so now everyone brings the weight to their chest. Low squat position, hip twist. Stay open through the chest, connected to your core. Land low. Other side. Rest. Okay. Both weights, skier swings. You start by sending them back. Open through the chest. Let's go. I'm done. Woo, okay. Long recovery. Take 45. Usually when I do these HIIT circuits, it's 30 on, 10 off, and only 30 to recover between sets, but because we're incorporating heavy weights, recovery needs to be a little longer. I want it to be longer, okay? Whew. So we will start back at the top. Single weight overhead with those high knees. Let's go, you got 10 seconds. Grab that weight, don't flare open through the ribs. Let's go, run it out. Whew, rest. All right, weight comes in front of our chest. We start in a low squat position, and it's that hip twist. When you do the hip twist, balls of the feet. Let's go. So the twist doesn't have to be huge. Don't think of crossing your feet. Think of twisting the hips from the waist down. Oh, rest. All right, we need both weights. We have those skier swings. Whew, you're going to start by sliding the hips back. It's not a squat, it's a hinge. Let's go. So you'll notice the weights aren't coming up really any higher than chest height on me. They don't need to. I'm using the force of that hip thrust to bring the weights forward. I'm not pulling up with my arms. Oh, done. All right, you got 45 seconds. Whew. Put the weights down. Catch your breath and assess. Do you need to go a little lighter with the weights? Maybe go grab a drop set. All right, you got 15 seconds to go. We're going to start from the top, final time through, okay? We have that single weight overhead. Brace to the core. Don't hyperextend into the lower back. Let's go. High knees. Up, up, up. Brace to the core. Feeling this in your low back, I want you to do it with the weight at chest height instead, or body weight. Rest. Okay, 2 more pushes to go. We got this. So weight is going to be held at our chest. From the squat, we do those hip twists. Let's go. When you're in the twist, it's the balls of your feet. When you land in the squat, the whole foot is down. Twist on the exhale. Not twisting through the upper half, chest stays pointing forward, twist is waist down. Rest. Okay, grab both weights, we can do it. 30 seconds of work and then you get a long recovery. We're gonna grab both weights, we got those skier swings. We start by sliding the hips back, sending the weights back. Open through the chest, brace through your core, we go. Exhale as you drive the hips forward. Think squeeze the glutes, brace through the core. And done. Woo, okay, put the weights down. I'm going to show you a preview of the second circuit while you recover. We just need one weight for this circuit. I'm going to go up to my single 20-pound weight. We have unilateral work, so we'll complete 4 sets, alternating right, left, right, left. First exercise, it is going to be a clean from a squat position, and as you clean it, you step to a back lunge, return it to the floor. Same foot is going to stay planted the whole time. Second exercise builds off that. It's going to be a lunge hop. You're going to step to your squat, and you're going to give me a high pull. For the high pull, it starts with the hips driving forward, then the elbow pulls up. Third exercise is going to build off of that. From a plank, we're going to jump to a low squat, and then we're going to do a snatch. So a snatch builds off of the high pull. If you're uncomfortable with the snatch, stay with the high pull though, okay? Master that first, and then you can practice bringing it overhead, but it still starts the same with the hips, and then when the weight is about here, that's when it goes overhead, okay? All right, 30 on, 15 off, let's go. So we're gonna start with our right leg as the base. We're gonna take that weight and we're gonna stand it up on its end. You don't need a dish towel. I'm just doing that for my downstairs neighbor's sake, okay? Start in a squat position. We're gonna clean it, and as we do, our left steps back. Right stays where it is. Come into that lunge, back to our squat, keeping the weight close to our chest. If the clean is too much, just hold the weight at your chest and just step from a squat to a lunge. Rest. Okay, so now I'm going to put the weight down like that. So it's going to be a lunge hop, right foot forward. We'll step the left forward. The left hand grabs it for our high pull. Right is forward. Lunge hop, step to a squat, grab it with your left hand, high pull. Put it down, step to your lunge. Hop, high pull. Now to modify, instead of hopping, just lunge pulse, okay? Sorry, I don't have a modification playing just because it is so similar, okay? You would just pulse instead of hop. When you come up in that high pull, rest. Think glutes, brace through the core. Okay, so now we're gonna build off that high pull. You're gonna take the snatch all the way overhead. Start in position to do it, so that you know where the weight should be. We'll jump to a plank. Plank, low squat, snatch it, return it. If you're uncomfortable with that snatch, you're giving me the high pull. And you can always step to a plank instead of jump. Rest. Whew. Okay, you got 45. So we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. I'm just gonna move my weight to the other side. You don't have to. I just think you have a better view if my working hand is on this side. All right, so first up, we have that clean. Left foot will be the stationary one, and right will be stepping back and forward. All right. So let's stand that weight up on its end. Left foot stays stationary. Right steps back to your lunge. Let's go. Don't round your shoulders forward. Rest. All right, so you're gonna put the weight lengthwise now down on the floor. Left foot stays forward, right goes back, lunge hop, step to a squat. Right hand grabs it, high pull. We're building up to the snatch. It's purposeful, go, that we're starting with just the high pull in exercise 2 before we go to the snatch in exercise 3. I want you to get the mechanics down. You can pulse instead of hop. Rest, okay? Gonna build off of that. So now it's going to be snatch. If you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable doing the snatch, stay with the high pull. And you can step to your plank instead of jumping. Rest. Okay, take 45. We're halfway through. So we're going to do it one more time each side. So right leg will be the focus. All right, you got 10 seconds before we get going. So squat position, send your butt back, get low through the legs so we can stay open through the chest. Let's go. Clean it as you step to your lunge. Taps the floor as you step forward into the squat. If the cleaning motion isn't working for you, just hold the weight at your chest and just step, back lunge, squat. Rest. Whew, okay. So right foot is going to be forward, left will be back, lunge, hop or pulse to modify, step forward, and we do the high pull. Let's go. When you come up in that high pull, we initiate with the legs. The power from the legs brings us up to the top. Rest. Okay, we're going to build off of that. Plank, low squat, snatch, bringing the weight overhead. If you feel comfortable. Let's do it. So to get power to bring that weight overhead, as you drive it up, you'll notice my heels lift a little bit on that way up. And done. Whew. All right, you got 45 seconds here. So one final time through, left leg will be the focus. So stand that weight up on its end. It's between your feet, low squat position. Left foot stays planted, let's go. Clean to a lunge, back to your squat. Left foot stays firmly planted, right steps forward and back. Stay open through the chest, active through the core. We're not slumping our shoulders forward. Rest. All right, left foot forward, right foot back for that lunge hop. Step to a squat, high pull. Let's do it. Lunge, hop, or pulse. And rest. All right, final 30 seconds. I'm gonna build off of that high pull. If you're comfortable doing so, we'll take it into our snatch. Plank, low squat, snatch. Let's do it, final 30. Right arm is grabbing the weight. Woo, and done. Awesome job. Okay, I'm gonna show you our third and final circuit. All right, just 3 sets of our final circuit. First exercise, both weights, squat thrust. Okay, to modify that one, go lighter with the weights. Second exercise, we're gonna drop down to 1 weight, and it's going to be an up and over, step to a lunge, back to a squat, up and over. So we just have the weight on one shoulder and then the other. To modify that one, again, lighter with the weight. Final exercise, we're going body weight only. It's gonna be a squat hop forward, a squat hop back, chest to floor burpee. Hop it forward, back, hit the floor. To modify that one, you can step it forward, step it back, step, step to plank, modified burpee, knees come down, and I'll have that modification playing. 30 on, 15 off. We got 3 sets of this one, then we cool it down. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna use my 15s for this one. Got a squat thrust. So as we come up, we press those weights overhead. So you think of from the bottom of the squat, driving your feet into the floor, firing your glutes, bracing your core. Let's go. Down, up. Rest. Really slow down by the end of that one. Okay, we're dropping down to 1 weight. So you have the weight on one shoulder. Whatever side the weight is on, that foot stays still and the other foot steps back to your lunge. All right, so lunge, squat, up and over to the other side. Rest. weight goes down. Okay, body weight only. Burpee, squat, hop it forward, squat, hop it back. Let's go. Rest. All right, you got 45. That squat hop backwards is fun. All right, first set done. 2 more to go. So we'll go back to those squat thrusts. I care more about form than speed, so don't worry so much about the rep number. But you wanna, if possible, keep a steady pace. All right, you got like 10 seconds to go. Weights on your shoulders. Let's go. Squat down and up. When you come up, think of pushing the floor away with your feet so you really drive the feet down as you stand tall. Ooh, slowing down. Rest. All right, one weight can go down, still need one. Lunge, squat, up and over. Let's go. You're alternating what foot steps back. Whatever shoulder the weight is on, that foot stays still. Other foot steps to your lunge. Rest. Weight goes down, body weight only. Chest to floor burpee, hop it forward, hop it back. Lots of modifications you can take. If you don't want to lower chest to floor, just give me a push-up. Go. And rest. Okay. You got 45 seconds to catch your breath. Grab a quick drink of water if you need it. We have one final time through these exercises and we cool it down. You got this. So now's the time if you need to make a weight change, make that weight change. All right, you have about 10 seconds. Let's grab both weights. We got that squat, thrust. Let's go. Last time each exercise, you got it. Exhale on the way up. Hips come forward, brace through the core. Knees tracking in line with middle to outer toes. Don't let them start rolling inward inside of the big toe. We don't want that. And rest. All right, done with double weight exercises. Put one weight down, we still have one. Gonna be that up and over, step to a lunge, back to a squat. Let's go. Rest. All right, weights are down. Body weight only to finish. We have our final exercise here. You know the deal. Burpee, hop it forward, hop it back. 30 seconds away from our cool down. We got this. Let's go. I actually like this one. I think this one's fun. Done. Oh, awesome job. Whew. Take a second to catch your breath. Gonna bring you through a quick cool down. Let me know in the comments which circuit you thought was hardest. I think first circuit was hardest. Was for me anyway. Happy to have gotten that out of the way first. Let's take standing quad stretch. Grab your foot in your hand. Drop your tailbone down. And let's switch sides. Releasing this foot, let's now get back of the leg. So you're going to plant one heel forward about 6 inches, feet are hips distance apart, and then you're going to bend into the back knee and hinge at the hips, sliding those hips back. If you want, you can wrap your hand around the ball of the foot, gently pulling it towards your shin for more of a calf stretch. And if you want support, you can put a hand on the thigh of the knee that is bent. Don't put the pressure on the straight leg. Standing up, let's switch sides. Square the hips, hinge, sliding them back. So if you enjoyed class today, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow my channel, so it's so appreciated. Coming up tall, let's do just like a little freedom of movement. Let's separate our feet nice and wide. I want you to forward fold. I want you to grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. I just kind of hook them so they hang there. Unlock through the knees. And then I just want you to sway side to side a little bit. You can kind of bend into the knee that you're swinging towards. Just kind of let go of any tension here. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to settle in the center. Hands to the mat. One hand stays planted, the other arm twists open to the ceiling. Bring it back through center, other side. And just move side to side like this. One more time, each side. And then coming through center, I want you to heel toe your feet in towards each other. Vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to roll it up to stand. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, release, let it go. And that is your class. Awesome work today. I will see you next time.